Hello, I'm here with Demola Quadri. How are you?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
So thank you so much for this.
My pleasure.
Well, thank you. Tell me a little bit about where you were born, growing up. You're from Nigeria, correct?
Yes, I was born in Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria. It used to be the administrative capital of Nigeria, but after a while, some years back, the administrative capital was moved to Abuja. So Lagos remained the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Yes, and growing up, were you bilingual? Did you only because Nigeria was at that time a British colony?
Absolutely. We were expected to go to school because we have so many languages in Nigeria. So the official language is English. So everyone is expected to go to school and learn English so that we could communicate with one another. That's the common language. Because we have several languages in Nigeria, there's need for a common language. So everyone is expected to go to school and learn English. Those who couldn't go to school learn the street English called Pidgin English.
And so the Pidgin English was a combination of English and whatever their tribal language was?
Exactly, combination of English. It was like broken English. That's what they call it, broken English. It was not real English, but a mixture of make-up English.
Really?
Call it, yeah.
Now, did you speak that?
Yeah, once in a while. It's fun. It's fun. We all love to speak it. It's fun. It's like patois. It's like
patois, like the Haitian patois.
Yeah.
So let's say you were, because I know you love Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Like if you were going to just do the lyrics of Michael Jackson's song in patois.
Oh, interesting. You challenge me.
or a poem, or do you have a song or something?
A sample of a broken English is like this. Let's say you want to say, I'm going to Washington, D.C. I'm going to Washington, D.C. In broken English, you say, gonna go Washington, D.C. Gonna go Washington, D.C. It's kind of like...
Right, it sounds the same. How about you tell me in the Pidgin English your day-to-day?
Oh, okay. Today now, that's a very good word. Today now, Tuesday, April the 3rd. Today now, Tuesday. You know, they put that syllable nah. I don't know what that means. Today now, Tuesday, May the 3rd. You know, it's English, but it's broken.
But it's broken. Now, what tribe are you from?
Say that again.
What tribe do you hail from?
Okay, there are three major tribes in Nigeria: Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. I'm from Yoruba, which is the southwest of Nigeria.
And do you speak the native language?
Absolutely. I was grew up speaking the native language.
Really? Do you know a memorized poem or a song or something in Yoruba?
Oh, yes. You continue to challenge me. I could sing something in Yoruba.
Oh, please.
Iṣẹ́ Olúwa kò lè bàjẹ́ o, ohun àfọwọ́ṣe kò lè bàjẹ́ o. It's about singing the praise of God, you know.
Yes.
And to say what you do with money, it will last forever. This is very interesting.
It's beautiful.
Song. Thank you.
Now, as a young man, you traveled. So you've been to Amsterdam. You've been all through Europe, yes?
Good question. You know, I was one time a artist promotion manager, and my responsibility was taking my artists all over the world, and I have been everywhere. We've been to Europe, UK, Germany, France. We've been to Rome. You know, we've been everywhere, and we've been to US several times. I probably know more cities in U.S. than any American-born citizen.
Really?
Because we were doing road tours, road shows, and it was very interesting. I was able to know the inner of the United States. We were able to travel from city to city, doing our shows, musical shows, performing at clubs and performing at big city where Nigerians are likely concentrated. It was very interesting.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that. My first trip to the U.S. with my group was in 1990. and we've done a couple of shows, a couple of trips, repeatedly every 2 years.
Really? And this was Pepperimpe?
Yes, Pepperimpe. I started. That was with Shina Peters. Shina Peters was one of our big name artists in Nigeria, and when Shina Peters left, and some of the boys decided to stay in the U.S., including myself, their manager, we started a group, and the name of the group was Pepperimpe, and I managed the group for a while.
Ah, okay. So how long have you been in the United States?
Oh, interesting. 13 years now. Time runs so fast. It was like yesterday to me.
So when you do go back to Nigeria, you were saying a lot of your family says that you sound, they ask you where you're from now.
Oh, yes. Yeah, even here in the U.S., a lot of people, recently I work in a bar as a bartender, and I meet with a lot of people, and when I talk to them, they usually ask me, where are you from? You have a very light accent. You don't have a typical African accent. And I do tell them I'm from Nigeria and I've been here for 13 years. And they say, no wonder, we like your accent.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, in just to sort of recap, do you know any good jokes that you grew up learning in Nigeria?
Oh, that's another challenge. Let me try to
Everybody knows at least one joke. Don't worry about it, even if it's a little naughty.
Yeah, well, that's funny thing about me. I don't really tell a lot of jokes, even though I enjoy jokes. I don't really tell them.
You don't really tell. Is there a story? Is there a story that you grew up with?
I can't remember a particular one right now. Well, when we were young, well, I could tell you something very interesting, which I do tell
yes,
a lot
please.
of my customers. The meaning of my name.
Yes, the meaning of your name.
Yeah.
And please pronounce your name.
My name is Demola. Actually, the full name is Ademola, but I shorten it to Demola so that it could be easy for someone like you. Without too mouthful for someone like you to pronounce. So it means Demola. It means I was born into wealth. When I was born, my father was very rich. But when I grew up, I didn't see the money. Oh, that's another joke. That's a joke anyway. So, well, it's real, for real, but it's also a joke. I always make my customer laugh with it. When I grew up, I didn't see the money. Then I asked my dad, I said, Dad, my name says I am born into wealth. What is the money? He said, son, you don't want to know, I married 4 wives, and they all flew away with the money. They ran away with the money. Yeah, my father married 4 wives. And it was expensive maintaining 4 wives. He got broke maintaining 4 wives with about 10 children.
10. So you have 10 brothers and sisters.
Sibling. But I learned from my father's mistake. I would never marry 4 wives. 1 wife is good for me.
Because that's affordable.
Exactly, that's affordable.
That is so funny.
So that was the meaning of my name.
That is
born into wealth, but when I grew up, I didn't see the money. Why? Daddy got broke because he married too many wives.
He married too many wives.
In those days, that was sign of affluence. If you are rich, you have to marry as many wives as possible to show that you are rich.
Oh, that is so
that was
interesting.
The practice in those days, but these days we don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore. I'm going to ask you just to pronounce for me a couple of words. It might seem a little silly, but just to get the pronunciations for our viewers who are looking to study linguistics further. United States.
United States.
Father.
Father.
Mother.
Mother.
Call.
Repeat that again.
Call.
Call.
Cake.
Cake.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Beer.
Beer.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, Caroline.
And thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Ademola Quadri. Thank you.
My pleasure. You're welcome.